we have an excellent speaker, quite a new speaker to the personal development world, but from a background of sales, a consultant to many blue chip companies, including Virgin Energy and British Telecom, and seyi Eyitayo is going to give us a talk about the power of self-belief, exploring fundamentals beyond our beliefs, behind our belief systems, and how we can use self-belief to empower ourselves and fulfill our ambitions and our dreams. So without further ado, I'd like to give you the author of The Power of Self-Belief, his new book, seyi Eyitayo.
Well, first of all, let's just give Diane a round of applause for that fantastic introduction. Okay, my purpose today is to talk to you about the power of self-belief. And what you stand to gain is basically an understanding of the fundamentals behind our belief systems. And what I'd like to do before we begin is just for you to have a look at each other for a minute. So Rebecca, if you want to have a look at the person sitting next to you, and if you want to have a look at the lady sitting next to you, you probably wonder why I'm doing this, but you'll find out in a minute. Now, I just want you to repeat after me slowly, just very slowly, calmly. It's not a rush, we've got a lot of time today. It's not what we don't know that stops us from believing in ourselves. It's actually what we know that won't allow us to believe in differently. Can we just repeat that? Okay, together? It's not what we don't know that stops us from believing in ourselves. Okay? Actually, what we do know that stops us from believing anything different. Okay? Right. Now, who's heard of Richard Branson and Bill Gates? Yeah? Yeah, fantastic. Now, what did you think of when you think of Bill Gates and Richard Branson?
Hot air, balloons.
Well, that's one. What else?
Entrepreneurial.
Entrepreneurial. What else?
Confident.
Confident. Okay.
Famous.
Famous.
Lateral thinkers.
Okay.
Leaders.
Leaders. Great. So you think confident, famous, action seek. But one thing we fail to, or sometimes one of the things we don't mention when we think about people like this, we think fame, money, and all that, which is great. But before the fame, before the money came self-belief. They both believe in themselves. Because you could have desire, you could have persistence, you could have goals, you could be hungry, you could want to achieve so many things in life. And a lot of people want a lot of things in life, big house, nice cars, more money, and all that. I mean, we've heard Fraser talk about how you can earn more money, which is fantastic. But you can never, ever get what you want in life without first of all believing in yourself. You've got to first believe in yourself. Now, if I look around this room today, we've got a nice side, we've got a nice suit, no pressure, and we've got boots, we've got handbags, we've got blazers. These are things we take for granted. But what we sometimes forget, things started in someone's mind. This was a product of someone's imagination. So somebody out there many, many years ago thought of, oh, why don't we have shoes for women? Why don't we have handbags for women? Why don't we have cars to take from A to B? But now we take that for granted. But this was a product of someone's imagination. And that's where it starts. But when you take action, then you see the manifestation of the product of your imagination. Hence the reason why we're talking about self-belief. It's great to want more, it's great to desire the best life has to offer, but there's no way you're going to get that without first believing in yourself. Okay? Now, what I'd like to do first of all is talk about my background so you understand where I'm coming from and where I'm at. I used to work for, my main background is sales and marketing. We work on behalf of companies like Virgin, BT, Telecom, Universal Profit, and so on and so many more. But what I realized was it's very hard to sell something to somebody if you don't believe in it. And it's very hard for that customer or client to buy into that product if they think you don't believe in what you're selling. Because why should I buy something when you're not even sure of what you're selling? It doesn't make sense. It's just common sense, right? Now, we might say to ourselves, oh, by 2 years from now, or 3 years from now, 4 years from now, I want to be here, I want to be there, I want to have so much money, I want to do this. But that's great. Everybody wants that. But why do so many few achieve that? That's what we've got to ask ourselves. Self-belief. So what is this thing? What is self-belief? What is it exactly? We all know it's confidence. That's what self-belief is to begin with. It's confidence. But confidence alone will not get you the results you want in life. You've got to have the confidence, which is great. But confidence alone is not enough. You've got to take action. And the only way you can take action to get the things you want in life is by believing in yourself. So how do we believe? What stops us from believing in ourselves? Well, how can we start to believe in ourselves? Well, I found from my journey, what helped helped me was learning to separate opinions from facts. Opinions from facts, okay? Now, what's a fact? What goes up will come down, laws of gravity. You know, opinion. If you drink tea, you die. That's an opinion. That's not a fact. So I asked myself a question when I started a business. A lot of people told me, oh, Shay, why are you taking such a massive risk? You know, why don't you just say, get a regular income from a job, get a good job? Because then I was working in sales, and which meant you don't sell, you don't get paid. So many people, that was like madness. Why are you doing that? Why are you wasting your time selling? Well, I sit down and ask myself a question, because I asked myself, what do I want from life? What is it that makes me take? What makes me get up in the morning and feel energized? And I realized, for me, I've got to be doing something I enjoy, something I love doing. Not just about the money, but I've got to enjoy doing it. And that's meeting people, selling, and learning and getting knowledge. And fortunately for me, sales provided that. But the downside was other people make more money than for my labor. I wanted to be the person reaping all the benefits, you know. So I decided I'm going to start my own business. And before I did that, I was a bit scared, because obviously, you know, you've got this voices in your mind, you can't do it, you know, what you know about, you know, business, blah, blah, so on and so forth. But I was able to take that decision simply because I got to understand the power of self-belief, and I got to understand the fundamentals behind it. And it's simply in how we think. That's what it is.